The most basic way to look at two categorical variables at once is to use a two-way table, like we see here. This is a table showing the counts of individuals aboard the Titanic, split by ticket class and survival status. So, we have one variable, which is ticket class, and its four values: first class, second class, third class, and crew. And then we also have this other categorical variable of survival status, whether someone survived or they died in the sinking of the Titanic. Each cell in a two-way table tells us the number of people who fell into a particular pair of categories for the two variables. This says that 118 people were second-class passengers who survived. This says that 528 people were third-class passengers who died. But notice, if we look at the bottom of this table, we see the total number of first-class passengers, the total number of second-class passengers, and so on. We see those totals without regard to this other categorical variable of survival. Just like if we look over at the right end of the table, we see the total number of people who survived and the total number of people who died, without regard to the other categorical variable of ticket class. We call these the marginal distributions. They are the distributions for a single categorical variable found in the margins of a two-way table. These raw counts in the margins do describe the distributions for ticket class and survival status, but oftentimes we would rather find the distribution in percents. Let's use the data in our two-way table to calculate the marginal distribution in percents of, let's say, ticket class. So I know, for example, 325 people were in the first class, but what percent of people is that? To use a two-way table to calculate a marginal distribution like this, we'll make a separate table, which will have one row for each value of the categorical variable we're describing. We're trying to find the marginal distribution for ticket class, and that has four possible values, so we have a row for each of those possible ticket classes. We're going to find the percent in each ticket class. That will be the marginal distribution. Here in the middle, we'll just show our work, the computation to get the percent. That's going to be the count, the number of people in each category, divided by the total number of people. The total number of people is 2,201, so for every one of these numbers, we'll have to divide by 2,201. And the rest is pretty straightforward. So what percent of people were in the first class? Well, that would be 325, the raw count, which we can find in the margin, divided by the total number of people, 2,201. What percent of people were in the second class? Well, again, we can look in the margin and find that 285 people total were in the second class. And we'll divide that by 2,201 to get a percent. And so on, we can fill in the rest of this column. 706 people in third class and 885 people in the crew. If you grab your calculator and run these numbers, you'll find the following percentages. And this is the marginal distribution in percents for ticket class. That's how to use a two-way table to calculate a marginal distribution in percents. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and be sure to check out my stats course and stats exercises playlists in the description for more. Thanks for watching.